I want to thank you for being here. I am here with our weekly 3-card reading for this week, beginning with today, Memorial Day, May 27th. So let me just say a special message about Memorial Day. Of course, we think about Memorial Day as the official start of summer, but it is so much more than that. Memorial Day is a day where we have set aside time to remember those who have given their lives in service to our country. And perhaps we can say it is because of them that we can be drinking beer and going to the beach and grilling food on this beautiful holiday weekend. But let's not forget, it's because of them. So I want to thank those of you who are here. Lisa, I see you. Jan, I see you. As I get going, I won't be able to acknowledge people by name. Tanya, I see you. But thank you so much for being here. So here's how it works. I do not choose these cards in advance. What comes up is what comes up. I recognize that it's not the same value. A reading for all of us as a group is not the same value as a specific reading for you. And I encourage you to book that specific reading for you, and I'm happy to do that reading. But there is some value in looking at a few cards to talk about the energy of the week going forward. So if you're watching this video, either live or in archive, and these messages resonate for you, by all means, take them as a reading for you. And of course, if you want a specific reading, go ahead and reach out to me. And I'll remind folks that I will be in Connecticut June 12th through the 25th, so I'll be doing readings there and available for house parties in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. And until then, of course, I'm right here in my Palm City office. Come and see me. Or see me by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, whatever. So, your weekly 3-card reading, here it comes. I am working right now with my current workhorse deck, the Hanson Roberts Tarot, one of my very favorites and has been for many, many years. So, let's see what we get. A good shuffle is always important. And I can see a lot of you here, Joanne, Janice, Lillian, Leisha, so many of you. Angie, thank you so much for being here. Let's see what cards we pull for this week. Okay, here we go. First card, the 8 of Wands, or in this deck it's called the 8 of Rods. We know that rods can be wands, batons, staves. They all mean the same thing. So how does this card apply to the week? Well, it may speak of travel. And of course, many people do travel over this weekend, so you may even be traveling right now. It may be about making plans to travel over the summer. But remember too that this card, the 8 of Rods, is about swiftness. It suggests that the week may go by very quickly. It may suggest that you will have a lot of work to do over the week, and so you'll need to make the most of your time. Another aspect of the 8 of Rods is about communication. I think that this is a card that can predict the receiving of messages, the receiving of information. So if you've been waiting to hear from somebody or to get some information, this may be the week it happens. But it also reminds you to be careful in your communication. And Lisa McCord said a smart thing. This week there are 5 days of work crammed into 4. Absolutely, that totally makes sense. I like it. Okay, so we have swiftness and we have the importance of communication. When we're moving very quickly, we don't always listen well, and we don't always think to communicate well. And so this card can serve as a warning to listen better and speak more clearly. Hey, Liz from St. Lucie, Port St. Lucie. Hope to see you at our tarot meetup in Palm City coming up this Sunday. Okay, card 2 for the week, the Emperor reversed. So back to Lisa's comment about those 4 days of work, 5 days of work crammed into 4. The Emperor reversed may talk about how we don't feel like going back to work. Now, I've been working all weekend. You guys know my motto is I work while you play. So I won't be going back to work. I am at work. But a lot of people are going to be going back to work after a 3-day weekend, and you may be dragging your butt a little bit. You may not feel like going back to work. You may not feel like being responsible. So when we see the Emperor reversed, we recognize that we don't always feel like doing what we need to do. So the question is this: do you have to? If you can take off early, if you can take an extra beach day, by all means do. But if you can't, you got to turn this card right side up, and you got to show up, and you got to do your responsibilities, whether you want to or not. And remember our first card, you got to do them quickly. Okay, what's our third card? Our third card is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this can go back to the idea of doing our responsibilities, taking care of business, whether that business is your home or whether that business is your job, whatever your business is, whatever it is you need to do. The Queen of Pentacles says, nurture it, value it. Even if you don't feel like going back to work tomorrow, value the fact that you have a job, that you have the skills to do your job. That's important. The Queen of Pentacles really values work and home equally. So it's about appreciation, and that's really a perfect way to end our reading today, because today is the day that we hold with great appreciation the sacrifices that have been made to ensure the quality of the life we live, of our homes, of our jobs, the safety of our families. No matter our circumstances, we are still blessed. And this card reminds us to appreciate our blessings. I want to thank you all so much for being here. A special shout out to my friend Craig, who I see is here. One of my oldest friends. I don't mean oldest chronologically. He's just my age. In fact, he just had a birthday this weekend. So happy birthday to Craig. But what I mean is I went to high school with him and we're still friends, which is one of the great things about Facebook, is that we get to continue our friendships. So thank you so much. I hope this reading resonates for you. I know it does for me. I'll look forward to seeing you soon.